just was amazed when Alberto and I went down to meet him down in downtown in LA, and we went to this brewery place, and these guys are comparing the size of the stacks of $100 bills that they have from all the Bitcoin that they were selling to help people get into the program. It was truly an eye-opener for me of just how big a success level this can actually be. And as we become more successful, we get more and more Bitcoin available, we can help more and more people get into the system quickly and beginning to generate the same stuff. So anyway, William, can you hear me okay?
Yes, John. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Well, it's you're a guy that's been in different kinds of networking programs for a long time, right? Would you say you're a professional networker?
Yes, that's what I do for a living. I began network marketing in 1991, and was able to be, I was blessed to be trained by the best. Back in the days was Steve Smith, one of the master distributors for a company that was called Excel Telecommunications.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I had the opportunity to be trained by Dexter Yeager in Amway. And then later on, I was able to participate in Organo Gold with Mr. Holton Bucks, the #1 income earner in the world.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
So you've been at it for some time. And what, besides the recognition that this was something special, kind of got your attention here? Was it something somebody said, or was it something you were looking for, or how did you happen into the GLADIACOIN program?
Well, I was participating in other programs. For a whole year, I've been looking for something that has to do with Bitcoin, and participated in a couple of deals, brought in some people, but I wasn't having the results that I was looking for. I was working my butt off, but I wasn't getting the results. And it happened that Antonio and I, we got to talking about it. Antonio, he was in Organo Gold as well. We actually had the same sponsor, was Mr. Jose Ardon, the #1 income earner Latino in the world. And we got to talking, and Antonio joined another program that I was building, and he quickly realized, he said, but William, the results you have are not really congruent to the type of work you're doing. And I agreed with him, and then like a couple of days right after that, 2 or 3 days, he hit me up and he said, I found this program called GLADIACOIN, and that was at the end of December, and I didn't quite get it in the beginning, so I just got a position with 0.10 of Bitcoin, and just left it there, like the girlfriend that is the one you want to marry, but you really don't feel connected yet, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's quite an analogy.
And then, that girlfriend, starts paying you, and that hypothetical example,
yeah.
I started seeing, the payments of 2.2% coming in the back office, because it was too small of amount to get paid directly to a blockchain. So I said, what the heck, let me upgrade, and then I said, let me bring a couple of more people, right? Just to test it out. And so by the end of, go ahead.
She began to look better and better to you now.
Oh, yeah. She began to look prettier and prettier. Like, where have you been all my life,
Right.
And by February 1st, we actually took the plunge and we got married, GLADIACOIN and I.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, so I upgraded to Spartacus 7. 4 Bitcoins, and then I got to work like crazy and started bringing in a whole bunch of people. And in the beginning, I started building left and right because there wasn't really a lot of spillover like I have now. Now, I'm blessed to have more than 500 points, or you can call them Bitcoins as well, on one of my sites.
So
but initially, no, I had to build both sides. So I got a lot of people that are pretty blessed, with a huge spillover, and you're not going to believe them. They're actually just sitting in their butts doing nothing, bro.
Well, I guess they're glad they met you, aren't they?
Yeah, but I mean, they have, $400, $500, $600, $600. Actually, they have more because I've actually got paid throughout the whole process. But they got almost 1,000 Bitcoins on their left side. and they're not doing anything. And I actually approached them to buy their positions, and they're not uh, budging, you know. But you know,
Yeah.
just to tell you that sometimes the opportunity will be right in front of you. I almost missed it, John. I almost missed it, you know, because it is easy to get distracted with so much noise. I heard one of the members talk earlier right now that you know she gets hit up with a lot of opportunities, and that's common in our industry.
Yes,
And
it is.
you know what? One of the things that one of my mentors always said is that once you find the one that is giving you the results, focus on that one. And
Right.
that's basically what I'm doing. You know, I am not focusing on anything else. GLADIACOIN, anyone that I speak to, you know, I show them my results. I don't even, you know, talk to them about the opportunity. I just show them my results. I said, have you heard about Bitcoin? And let me tell you, John, 100%, not 99%, 100% of the people that I talk to have not heard about Bitcoin. And then I said, and then after I approach them with that question, I go, so let me ask you, would you like to double your money in 90 days? And then I become quiet. I wait for that response, and everyone 100% says, "But of course." And then they go. Most of them say, "Well, who do I have to kill?" Then,
Yeah.
and then I say, you know, the best part about this is that you don't have to kill anyone. You know, you can have from $100 all the way to $4,700, and or even more. If you have 10,000, I never limit people. You know, I tell them if you got 10,000, you got 20,000, you got 50,000. I can help you double that in about 90 days. Very easy. And then their eyes open, and then I go to the next step. You know what I do, Tom?
What? What?
I opened up my blockchain and I said, "Look, this is how much I made today," and I showed him 9,000 and something, almost $10,000. And I said, I make this every day, 8 Bitcoins a day. And once I showed them that, the deal is closed, and they either come in, 100, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000, or 4,000, or whatever. But most people are coming in with 2,000, John, and that's because I let them know, the minimum, if you want to see results directly to your blockchain, is 2 Bitcoins. Why?
Right.
Because if you have 2 Bitcoins, you're going to get paid daily. You're going to surpass the minimum of zero point zero 0.03 Bitcoins. So you're going to get paid directly to your blockchain, and that's going to motivate you in many ways. Now, this is what has happened, John. I am not focusing on people that are builders in network marketing. This is very crazy, right? Because you want to get builders, you want to get people that have a lot of people, but I haven't had the need. A lot of people that I'm actually focusing with are people that don't have experience and are not asking for special favors. No, they're just coming in. And let me tell you, they're coming in with 4 Bitcoins, 4 Bitcoins, 4 Bitcoins. And then most of them don't even have experience in network marketing. And I just show them, I just tell them what I just told you. Hey, have you heard of Bitcoin? 100% people say no. Then the other question is, would you like to double your money in 90 days? And then they say, how? Well, let me show you what I'm doing. And then they open up the blockchain. It's only, 4 pin, 4-digit pin. They show the blockchain. Even if it's $50 or, $100 or whatever they're making, that's sufficient enough to show proof that the company is paying, and that's all they need. And then the next step is, to meet up with me, and I get him started.
When you say you open up the blockchain, are you talking about opening up the blockchain wallet, or are you talking about opening up the website, the Claudia Coin site that you?
No. The blockchain wallet on their phones. Yeah, because I help them establish their blockchain to get impaired with their cell phone, and there's a key for that, John, because people nowadays might not have a computer at their home, but they
Yes.
have a phone. They have a smartphone. So I help
Yes.
them download the blockchain, and then I help them pair their cell phone to to the blockchain, and then they're able to now every day, and I bet you every one of my team does, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They're putting in the 4 digits in their phone to look at the blockchain wallet, and are able to realize their commissions daily. So that's very motivational for them.
Well, yeah, they see it coming in all the time. Did Antonio have any effect on in terms of the way that you started this process, or was this just primarily something that you decided on because of your experience how you were going to do this?
Well, see, there were a couple of things. Antonio did help in many ways because he did what I'm doing with you guys. I don't know if you guys seen, and I hope nobody misunderstand what I'm doing as a because some people might perceive it as boasting or feeling better than others, and I'm not. I don't know if you noticed, John, but one of the things that I do is I take pictures of my back office of how much I made and pictures of maxing out the AB coins and pictures of my blockchain, and I just post them and post them and post them, and I'm just duplicating exactly what Antonio and Satur, his outline, and Samuel Oz, who is a master distributor, did. I saw them post that every day on the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
So I was in with point 10, remember? But I
Yes.
was looking at what they were making. Of course, back then it was only what $1,000 a day,
Hmm.
but that was enough for me to like, okay, what the hell is this guys doing? What's happening here? You
Well,
know,
yeah, yeah.
so this is what I would tell you guys. Don't get bothered if someone comes in with point 10. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. But make sure that you connect them to our system. Okay, what is our system? Our team system is, plug them into the WhatsApp or the Skype group or the Facebook fan page that we have. Why? Because even if they're scared, they're traumatized for past experiences, or they don't know, they're going to be looking, guys. They're going to be looking at what we're doing. And don't be afraid to post your earnings. Don't be afraid to post your results because at the end of the day, people are looking, and when they see the results, let me tell you, that's going to grasp their attention enough to come in and not just come in with point 10, but upgrade to the next level and the next level and the next level. And eventually, we're going to have a whole team of Particle 7s that are not just, duplicating their big personality days, but in the less time. Why? Because we're going to be recommending people, even though many people say, oh, I won't recommend anyone. Oh, they always say that. But at the end of the day, they end up recommending their mom, their brother, their sister. If they have enough Bitcoin, they'll even put in the dog in there.
Yeah, sure. I think one of the things that's really cool is that today everybody does have a smartphone pretty much. And that WhatsApp program that you can set up a group really makes it possible to reach everybody because you get 100% delivery on that cell phone.
Yes.
Post on there and it absolutely goes to everybody, so everybody gets to see it. And it's easy. Everybody knows how to run their cell phone. So getting a new person on there shouldn't be any problem. And then the social proof comes in. You're putting that out there. You're showing them what's possible and how that's being done. And the thing I think is even more amazing is that it's so simple. We looked, Kathy and I just looked at another program that people bring stuff to us all the time. And we looked at it and oh my gosh, the complexity. I couldn't believe you had to do this, you had to do that. It was part of this matrix. Then you got this car, then you got this, then you got that.
Yeah.
And then we promised you the moon. And what we do here is so simple and easy. It's just kind of like going to a bank. I mean, it's not a bank, but it sure is close to one because you can make bank on this. That's for damn sure.
Yes.
And the pictures that you show in the WhatsApp thing get to everybody. Everybody gets to see them. And they begin to believe and see what's really possible. What they didn't think they would be able to do is actually happening. And all they got to do, right, is just put some money in the account and just get it started, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah. And of course, if you're limited financially, I know that you can come up with $120, to come in with point 10. I know
Yes.
you can do that. I mean, if you're telling me that you're so broke you can't even position yourself with point 10, you have a serious problem. Serious. You have a serious problem. And I wouldn't recommend this program. I urge you to come into this program.
Yeah, yeah. That's the
Yeah,
only
and
way
then
you're
make
going to
sure you
solve the
recommend it to everyone you can, because that way it's gonna boost your time span to be able to double your bitcoins and be able to upgrade to the next level, the next level, the next level.
It's exciting to me to see people turn around and become very excited about what they're doing. Our past experiences have not been real pleasant as of late. We spent a lot of time working for nothing, and all of a sudden now we're actually beginning to see some results. And you know, all the experiences, the negative experiences we've had, just show us how simple this program is and how easy it is to do, that anybody can do it. And
Yes.
even if you failed before, you can't fail here. I think that's one of the greatest things, that a person who comes in and puts some money in, even if they don't bother to refer anybody, they're still going to double the money that they do have.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. And that's true for everyone. And you know, I agree with you, John, in regards to the simplicity. I had this friend of mine. He actually paid for me to get positioned in another company, and out of respect, I just allowed him. Right? I said, okay, sure, man. You know, I love you, man. No problem. I accept. Right? He even got me 3 positions. And when I saw the complexity of, you know, oh, you got to put in this code, and then, you know, confirm this email. Oh, by the way, you know, half of your Bitcoins you really don't have access to. That goes to another coin. I'm like, what the hell did you get me into? Oh my God. Can you believe I'm actually afraid to even attempt to log into that thing? I'm just scared, like a monster. You know,
Yeah.
like the boogeyman. You know, I'm just scared to even look at that thing. It's just so complex. And I go, this is why I love GLADIACOIN. You know, I talked to this gentleman last night. His name is Angel, and you know, he hit me up and said, you know what, I want to join GLADIACOIN. I said, great. Here's a link. You know, you can come in whatever amount you want. And this morning I saw him that he was active, like that.
Wow.
So, you know, as simple as that. There's no hash things you got to learn. Nothing, but just, you know, pay the amount, and
Yeah,
that's
it's done automatically for you, like a real program.
yes, yes.
Like,
So this program, in my opinion, John, in my 26 years experience in MLM, it is positioned to be the greatest, strongest worldwide program in the world. And the people that are here, that get to work, there is no reason why all of us in this webinar will be the next multi millionaires in Bitcoin. And let me tell you how I'm going to do it. Would you mind if I tell you, John?
oh no, please do.
Okay, this is the strategy that I'm using, and this is the strategy that I would recommend to everyone. That is, if you want to follow my lead. I don't know if, you know, in 20. How long have I been? What's today's date, John?
Today is February 26th of 26.
Okay. All right. So 26 in 26 days, guys, I made already 50 Bitcoins.
Wow.
Roughly, how much is that, John?
Wow, it's over $60,000.
Over 60,000. Not even a month. Okay, that I've been, you know, working the program. Mind you, that before that, I was just positioning myself and getting warmed up to play. Right. So officially, I've only been working the program 1 month. Okay. So if you want to have those type of results, so, you know, I would like to ask you, and then please respond in silence. Would you like to have those results? Would you?
Yeah.
And if you do, this is what I would recommend, guys. Okay. Number 1, you need to have 3 positions. Okay. You can have as many positions as you want, but you need what is called a tripod. Okay. You need the first position, and then you need a left and a right. And let me explain to you why a left and a right. Before you can make any type of commissions on your first position, you need to have that position qualified, okay? So you need to come in with whatever amount you're going to come in on the first position, and then put a left or a right, and it doesn't matter what position you come in on the left and the right, just come in with the left and the right, and then get to work on the outside legs, left and right, on the first position, and just build it out, left and right, until eventually you're gonna see one of your legs explode. Just go to Kingdom Come, just explode. I don't know if it's gonna be your left or your right. The moment you define which is your power leg, get your little butt to work on the other side. You just work like there's no tomorrow, and then you're gonna start realizing money coming in every day. And do not touch your money. Listen to me. Do not touch your money until you hit Spartacus 7. Once you hit Spartacus 7, now you have the option of the first 4 Bitcoins. Use it. Okay, use it. You know, $4,700 that you're going to be making, you can use it. But the moment the progress bar hits 50%, my God, do not even dare touch those Bitcoins. Let me explain to you why, because I did that. Look, at my sponsor Antonio told me about it because he had gone through it. But I'm a rebel with that cost, if you can imagine. You know, I went ahead and I was a savior, Mother Teresa. You know, selling Bitcoins all over. Bro, I got to 100%. Okay, I had given my money, like about $9,000 to some person, and they were taking their sweet time to send me the Bitcoins, and I had already hit 100%. Now,
Wow.
John, I only had 24 hours to renew. Do you know how I was feeling? I was feeling so stressed. I wasn't even going to the bathroom, if you can imagine. It was like a nightmare. My God, if I were renew, I would get a flush of all my Bitcoins because I didn't listen. So please listen. When you hit the bar, once it's Particle 7 and you hit the bar at 50%, you know, do not touch those Bitcoins. Do not. They're untouchable.
Let me go back and clarify a couple of things because I think there was some. I understand what you're saying, but there's some things that happen here. First off, when you put money in the account, you're getting an interest rate paid every day, right? I mean that you don't have to qualify for that. I mean, just opening the account.
Oh no, you don't qualify for that. No.
Creates for that.
No, I'm talking about the builders. I'm talking about building the team. Yeah,
well,
yeah,
so
but you don't have to if you don't want to. No.
So what you're talking about is there's a referral fee, right? That you get paid for bringing people to the company.
Yes.
Right.
And that's optional.
And that's what you qualify for by opening a left and a right. Is that right?
Yes. Thank you for clarifying that.
Now that means.
John.
Yeah.
We've got all these people, these new guests here, and they don't know what we're talking about. So are you going to do are you going to show them here in a second?
What do you want me to show them?
The webinar, how it works?
Yeah, the business presentation, I guess.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Well, yeah. We have a lot of new people here. 30.
A lot of people that have no idea what GLADIACOIN is, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, well, let's get some of this down because what he's talking about here is really kind of exceptional.
Oh, I know.
It's interesting to note that you don't really have to do much more than say, I want to do it. And you can open up, you have the opportunity, unlike a bank. If you go down to the local bank and you know the guy, let's say they're doing business with them, and you refer a customer to the bank, they say, hey, you're a great guy, come back again and bring more people. But did they give you anything? No. But here, if you bring people to the bank, they will pay you a referral fee. And that's what you use to get the acceleration in your account. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, John. I got distracted with the chat. What was the question?
Well, I was talking about the fact that unlike a bank, when you refer somebody to this bank, so to speak, it's not a bank, but they actually give you a referral fee if you do that.
Yes, from 5% up to 15% on the lesser team on the binary.
And that's what makes the benefit to you to be able to do this every single day, right?
Yes, to be able to realize about 9,000 plus every day. Yes.
So what you're talking about when you talk about the 4 Bitcoin, putting the 4 Bitcoin in, that's for the Spartacus 7 level.
Yes, the highest package.
Yeah, that really comes about because not from the interest earnings that are paid every day that you don't have to qualify for. It came because you referred people and you got referral fees, right? It built up your account.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you can build up any level of referral fees, isn't that correct?
Yes. From 5% all the way to 15%. Yes.
No, I mean in volume. In other words, you need 50 Bitcoins, which would be roughly $50,000 of referral fee base. And that would always generate those 8 Bitcoins for you every day.
Oh, yeah. And that's what's happening in my team right now. The whole team is generating 50 Bitcoins a day, yes.
What happens if you have 100,000 of referral base?
It's limited to 50 a day. I'm limited to 8 Bitcoins a day. So that's why you need to have the other 2 positions that I was mentioning to have it as a backup plan, because once you hit 8 Bitcoins a day, you don't want to be in that position. You want to move on to the next position to maximize 3 positions at 8 Bitcoins a day. So that means that in net worth for those 3 positions, you're generating about $13,000 to $15,000 a day.
What? That's why you're recommending that you take the two positions underneath you,
Yes.
just to start, just to hold them there, because you built those two legs, right? You built that
Yes.
right and left leg.
Yes.
Those actually become the existing power legs that you could pull money off of by
Yes.
building the inside legs later. So you,
Yes.
in other words, you've already done the work
Yes.
to get them going.
Yes, yes. And if you guys want to get a visual of what I'm talking about, I would highly recommend to connect tomorrow, Monday at 12 Pacific Standard Time. I will be using this same webinar, but at different time, and I'll be giving you guys a visual of what I'm talking about and why it's so important to be able to do that. But I think there's a lot of people John, that might want to know what GLADIACOIN is or why should they come in today with the list for Bitcoin.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks for talking with me, and I'll go ahead and I'll run through the presentation right now. And I'm even going to show a little bit of your back office so they can see what you're talking about and what you're
Yes,
getting.
yes. Do
Okay,
so.
great.
Yes.
Thank you for coming, William. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Glad to be of service. And just so you guys know, Johnny and Kathy are my number one leaders in the whole world. So I am so grateful, so blessed to call them my friends and my business partners. So you are in the best hands ever. So thank you, Johnny and Kathy, for
Thank
existing.
you,
And
William.
thank you, Humberto Arauz, my brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming.
I love you, man.
All right, well, let's
Thanks,
run through the
William. We
presentation quickly
appreciate your time here.
so we can familiarize everybody with the program here. So we'll do it real quick now. Let's get started. Okay, we're talking about GLADIACOIN, as you well know, and you can see that there's something pretty exciting here. Otherwise, William wouldn't be able to get 8 Bitcoin a day. Now, remember, 8 Bitcoin a day, that's 240 a month. If you have 3 positions doing $240, 240 Bitcoin per month, that's roughly $750,000, people. And that is well within your reach, easily. So the history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin came about, it's an internet protocol. It came about in 2008, and the first transaction occurred in 2009. It's what's called a decentralized cryptocurrency, and what that means is that it's a distributed ledger. Distributed ledger is simply a tracking system. It's like you got a piece of paper, and you get money coming in, and you got money going out, and you write information down, and that's the ledger. Well, the way it's done is that it's distributed. Everybody who uses Bitcoin has the ledger on their computer, and when they verify transactions that occurred, it has to be on all of the computers the same. If any of those transactions do not agree, then it's not a valid transaction. And that builds in security. It makes it easy and instantaneous. We don't need third parties to verify. That's pretty cool. Now, the value of a Bitcoin when it first came out was extremely low. In 2010, it was only 10 cents a Bitcoin. But now it's well over $900. Today, I think it was $11.88, and I think it was even over $1,200 today, and is climbing. It's estimated that if 1% of the asset base of the United States, just the United States, not the whole world, no, just the United States, was transferred into all the Bitcoins, each of those 21 million Bitcoins would be worth well over $1 million. Now keep that in perspective when you realize there's 2.5 billion people who do not even have bank accounts. They have cell phones, they don't have computers. And what were we just talking about using to get the word out and to show people what's going on is a cell phone. You get 100% delivery of those things. And that, what I mean by that is that when you pass information around with people, it's coming in on the cell phone. So everybody needs to plug into our WhatsApp group room on GLADIACOIN so you can see whatever the members are doing, because there's member after member is posting what's going on. You know, you can take a screenshot of your system right on your phone, and then you can just post it over there in the group. If you're not in there, you don't know how to get to WhatsApp, or you need more information, just contact your upline and have somebody get in touch with us or somebody who knows about it, and we'll get you set up. But anyway, the Bitcoin is just going up in value. It's had some trials and tribulations, which it's all weathered, but nobody owns Bitcoin. It's a self-sustaining kind of operation. It's in the public domain, and it's growing like crazy. Everybody's going to what's called the blockchain. Here, these are companies that have invested in Bitcoin. I was not aware of that. I didn't know that all these companies were involved in the investment of it and trying to develop it. But it doesn't mean investing in Bitcoin per se, because Bitcoin is an internet protocol. It's not owned by any one company. But there's a management group that was set up and a bunch of people who guide it forward, and everybody has to kind of agree on how it's going to do it. And that's kind of neat because there's always some kind of a tension between the people, and it moves slowly. That's what you want. Bitcoin has a scarcity built into it. The final coin will probably be mined, probably in the 21 to 40 or something like that. And there will never be more than 21 million. Now, in terms of gold and scarcity, we don't know how much gold there is on the earth, but we do know there's a limit on Bitcoin, and that's why people are going after it so much, because there's only a very small amount. Now, what do you do with a Bitcoin that's in a computer? How do you control it? How do you deal with it? Well, there are Bitcoin wallets. It's kind of a website that's set up that keeps track of the Bitcoins that you have, the Bitcoins that you've purchased, the Bitcoins that you send out for other information. One of the most common one, the best one in the world or biggest one in the world, is called blockchain. I think they have 12 million users, so not billion. Another one's Coinbase. Coinbase does the same thing, but you can also buy Bitcoins there. You can also use local Bitcoins. Use Zappo, Copay, and BitPay. And BitPay and some of these actually provide debit cards where you can put the Bitcoin on and you can use it just like regular old cash, just like you do right now through the bank. Where would you use it? Well, Subway, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Whole Foods, Home Depot, a whole bunch of different places that you can do. There's over 100,000. In fact, there's a website now that is listing all of the companies that take Bitcoin. There are people in the country right now that don't do anything with US dollars or foreign currencies. They only use Bitcoin. And you can live your whole life that way, get anything you want. Bitcoin trading is how this program came about and what's going on. Why is that even possible? It's possible because of the volatility of the value. The values change rapidly, 24 hours a day. It never stops. It never still, constantly changing. It's analogous to using Forex trading on regular currencies that people do, but we do it with Bitcoin here. And it's because of these high-speed robo-traders where you can have thousands of contracts, some poised on the upside, some poised on the downside, that constantly manage those trades, and they watch them. And every time they could take a profit, they take the profit and then reinstitute a new trade. Can't do that if you're just a person, you're not fast enough, you can't handle that many contracts. But that's what generates it. It is the extreme volatility in the price change. So some people say, gosh, it'd sure be nice if it would just, be stable for a while so we could figure out something. Well, if you did that, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing now or are about to do if you haven't done it yet. So GLADIACOIN is a platform working with the digital economy. It's only dealing in cryptocurrencies. Now, they have some other programs, I believe. They also do Forex trading and some other things. I really don't know. I don't know that much about the company. I just know about what GLADIACOIN is. The rise of cryptocurrency exchanges are what make it possible. You have to have the exchanges just like you have to have stock exchanges and commodity exchanges in order to do trading. And they're in every country. That's how that thing works. They trade it, they do arbitrage. If the price is lower in New York and it's higher over in Japan, well, then they buy it in New York and they sell it in Japan. And they just made a profit, didn't they? Get the difference. So it's a system that generates the highest volume of Bitcoin because of the speed with which they're able to do it and the amount that they're able to do it with. There's no limit on the capability of it because there's such interest in it in every single country in the world. So this really is a worldwide thing. It's not limited to any one particular country. So if you live in another country, you can do this with people all over the world. And that's pretty cool. You can actually do it 24 hours a day. Couldn't stay awake that long. Here's some exclusive benefits. What the company says is they promise that they will duplicate the value of your Bitcoin, or not the value, but the Bitcoin itself. You get 90. If you get 4 Bitcoin, you're going to have 8 Bitcoin in 90 days. That's the guarantee. It's not a 90-day period that's the most important part, because if you are able to generate that Bitcoin doubling sooner than 90 days, that terminates the contract right there. You don't have to go any further, and then they give you the opportunity to do it again if you want to do it again. You reinvest the Bitcoin, the 4 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, or 1 Bitcoin, whatever you're using, back into the system, and you start the whole process all over again. System is fully automated. It just works. Daily payments are made automatically to everybody's back offices, just like clockwork. Every day the system stops, they calculate everything, and they make the payments to everybody around the world, just like clockwork. The thing is that it's not like other programs where you have to jump through all kinds of different hoops and stuff to do this. You don't have to constantly bring people into the program. Once you've accumulated a referral base where you're getting 8 Bitcoin every day, you're pretty much done. It'll just keep going. If you want to open up some other spots, you probably will want to, because you're going to continue to get referrals. You're right at the beginning of this. This is wide open. There's all over the world. You're very lucky to be here at this time in this place. So the fact that it's international, the fact that you have an optional binary that you can refer people and get referral fees makes it possible. You don't have any limitation on the market. There are 2.5 billion people out there that haven't even heard of Bitcoin yet, and you have the opportunity to tell them about it. Everything happens in real time. There's no delays. Everything gets credited in real time every day, and you've heard William talk about it. It's very, very simple to do. You can use a tablet, a mobile phone, a PC, whatever you got will work. And it doesn't have to be the latest thing either, so you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. So the basic idea is to double your Bitcoin in 90 days or less, and then once that's happened, you have the opportunity to renew. So your plan could be a half a Bitcoin, that turns into 1 Bitcoin in 30 days. That's a doubling. So how do we do this? There's 2 ways to do this. There's the passive method, in which you get interest every day, 2.2% paid every single day like clockwork on the amount that you have in Bitcoin. Or you develop a binary network where the referral fees are 5% to 15% on the shortest leg. Really, it's the leg with the lowest volume. That's what it really is. And when we talk about points, we're talking about whole Bitcoins, half a Bitcoin. So 1.5 points would be 1.5 Bitcoins. Okay, that's the calculation is made on. So if you add the passive 2.2% plus the money from the binary system, it equals more Bitcoin. It's just that simple, because you can terminate those contracts every single day because you get the money in to do that, the doubling. Think about it for a minute. If you had $50,000 of referral base, in other words, people that you've referred put in $50,000 into the company, you get a 15% referral fee. That's $7,500. Every time you renew your contract, you get that $7,500. Every time you renew your contract, it's renewing everything on the plan. Every time somebody below refers and does a new contract, that generates more points in the system. You get paid for that. So you've got almost 8 Bitcoins right now with that referral fee, $7,500. You only need a little over $8,000, $1,000 at $1,000 a coin, and that can come from the passive interest. And that's how it's happening so quick. So I would really urge you to let other people know about it. And then this system that William's talking about, where you take 3 positions, you start off here with 1 position. Then in order to receive the commissions from the binary group, you need to place 1 personal referral on this side and 1 personal referral on the opposite side. This could be called the A side, the B side, or this could be called the left side and the right side. Whatever you call it, you personally refer 2 people there, and that makes you qualified to receive the commissions from whatever these legs grow to. Pretty simple. Okay, so you get your, and we just talked about that, 1 on the left and 1 on the right. So if you had 50 people that started with 100 Bitcoin, BTC, it can either 0.1 or it can be 100, it could be 1, it could be 2, doesn't matter. Of that number of people that were involved, 100 of them, 50 people renewed their contracts and 50 people continued that thing, okay? I don't mean there's 100 people here. I mean 50 people started with 100 Bitcoin or 1/10 of a Bitcoin or whatever you want that number to be. Everybody gets their stuff doubled and everybody continues it. And when you do not lose what you have built. You get to continue it and get those commissions. What if you decided that you didn't want to renew? Well, then you're taking yourself out of the picture. So all these people that you built up are going to flow up to the company. You're not there to maintain the binary. So that's what happens there. So why wouldn't you renew? I mean, what do you got to do? Click a mouse, put the money back in, and let it ride. And let me tell you something. Key point here. All of this cash flow that's coming in goes directly into your personal blockchain wallet. It's not left with the company. So every time you generate those funds, it's actually in your back pocket. You have control of it. This is what William was talking about when he said, you can go ahead and spend the first 4 Bitcoins that you get. Well, how do you spend them? Everybody thinks, well, they're in the plan. Aren't they in the plan? No, that money is sent directly to your back office. So you have control of it. But he's saying, once you get to the 50% mark on your thing, on your plan, You got to make sure you get 4 Bitcoin. You don't spend it all. Save those Bitcoin and do it. My view is you get 4 Bitcoin, you set them aside, and now you can spend everything else. Because every time you put the 4 Bitcoin in, when it matures, you get that 4 Bitcoin back, put them over here on the left, take the other 4, put them in your back office, start the process over again. That's it. There's nothing more complicated than that. So now there's several different plans. They start at 0.05 Bitcoin. That's 5% of a Bitcoin. So about 50, 60 bucks today. Doesn't give you any doubling. You only receive 5% of whatever binary commissions that come from the people who have put money into the program. Now, this is where if you're going to start slow, this is what you really want to do, is start with at least a 0.1 Bitcoin, 10% of a Bitcoin. Because now it doubles in 90 days, no matter what. That money is going to get an interest payment every single day, and this one over here is not, okay? Now, you could step up. So there's the next level is 20% of a Bitcoin, and you can use the earnings from this plan to get this one open. That's what you should do automatically. That's why we say don't spend any of this money until you actually get up to the top plan. But a good place to start is with a half a Bitcoin. At that point, you're going to get enough interest. You're actually going to receive money in your account, and you're going to get 9% of whatever money that's referred to the plan as a commission to you that you can add to the account. The more you refer, the more money you're going to receive, the faster your Bitcoins are going to double. So if you start with 1/2 of a Bitcoin, it's going to double. That's your daily limit, right? So here's 3 plans that I would like to see people start with if they could. At least 1 Bitcoin if you can do that. Because that way at least you're getting 2 Bitcoin on your double. And you can do that within 90 days, and you get 11% of the fees as a fee on that binary referral. And when you do that, you can make the jump over here to the second one, Spartacus 6, it takes 2 Bitcoins. You just reinvest that money that you earned here when it doubled, right? And that gets you 13% referral. And then when these 2 double, it puts you right into the 7 levels. And now you've got a 15% referral fee. That's the best you can do. It's 8 Bitcoin per day. And you just heard William say he's already exceeding that, because that additional money that's coming in off of that referral fee, that needs to go someplace else. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Get started now. It's very easy. Just go to the person that referred you here and tell them that you'd like to get started. And if you want to just tiptoe in, come in at the 0.1, 10% level and watch it work. And if you feel a little better about that, you can come in at the half a Bitcoin level. I urge you to do so. You'll be happy you did, because it's going to change the way things are going in your financial life. A lot of the pension plans and stuff that I put together over the last 20 years, there's money there. They've been successful. It's just not enough. They keep inflating the money supply so badly that it's costing more and more. $5 a loaf of bread, right? $2.50, 60 cents for energy. You have no idea what it's going to be anytime soon. Gas is going up in terms of heating, and electricity cost is doubling. Water cost is doubling. Now you've got to find some way to get ahead of it. It's really not possible to work a linear job anymore. When you go to work and work for a company and you get your little pay raises, it's not enough. You've got to have some other way in order to do it. And you've only got so much energy and so much time. This is the answer to that problem. Plus, everybody needs to get Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is going to be extremely valuable. In the future, you're going to have to form partnerships just to try to get up enough money to be able to buy one. That's unbelievable, but that's where it's going, and I've already seen that happen. I didn't take advantage of it when it first came out. I knew about it, and I pushed it away. This is, I think, my second chance at being able to get Bitcoin and get enough of it so that it's going to take care of my retirement needs too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'll show you William's back office. Let's take a look at that. I've got it here on a little video, and it runs about 10 minutes. And so let's just get started and listen to William explain his back office and actually show you the proof. See, it's not enough to say that we're getting this stuff. You guys need to actually see the financial statement from the plan, from GLADIACOIN, and then you see William's blockchain itself, the actual account where that money gets transferred. And the numbers have got to match. That proves that this thing works and they're actually making that kind of money. So watch this. It's supposed to play when I do that. There it is. Here we
That
go.
is so amazing. So let me show you guys some of my results. So what I'm saying is not just air. You know, at the end of the day, you know, when people, you know, invite me to any opportunity, the first thing I ask is, okay, show me your results. You know, because that's what all of us are looking for, right? We're looking for results, and that's exactly what this company provides us. So let me go to GLADIACOIN. I'm going to go to my account, log in. And I am going to my back office. Okay, and as you can see, I'm already at 65%, and I barely paid this plan, repurchased actually the contract some days ago. Let me go back here and see.
What he means by that, 65%, it means a 65% of goal. His goal is 8 Bitcoin. He's got 5.2 already paid to his back wallet. Okay, it's there. And so there he's 65% to completing this account, and he's only been in it for a few days. How did he do that? Did the 2.2% interest actually do that? No, it didn't. The combination of the 2.2% daily paid interest plus the referral fees that he's getting from the people that he referred to the plan.
Purchase plans, okay? And let me show you how I started, guys. I started, like I said, in December 28th. I activated with Spartacus 2.10, guys, $100 approximately or less. Then, you know, a couple of days after, I upgraded to 0.20. Then, you know, upgraded again to Spartacus 4, Spartacus 5. Then I renew a couple of times Spartacus 5. Can you believe this, guys? Man, I hadn't really seen the vision at that time. And then I upgraded to Spartacus 6 in January 26th. And this is where my business began, guys. February the 1st, okay, Spartacus 7. This is where the party began. Look at, I've actually repurchased twice already, okay? When I say repurchase, it means that once the bar hits 100%, let me show you here. Once this green bar hits 100%, that means that I have double my 8 Bitcoins. So I have already 5.25 Bitcoins out of 8 Bitcoins. So what does that mean? That means that purchase plans, okay? So I reactivated on the 17th. The 17th I had to pay. So I'm 5 days into it? 5 days into it. And in 5 days, I made 5.25. Let me see if I can get the CoinDesk calculator. I like it how Antonio did it last time. CoinDesk calculator. There you go. All right. All right. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. All right. So 5.25 Bitcoin I made in 5 days, guys. 5.25 Bitcoin. So in 5 days, I've made almost $6,000. Okay. So I'm actually averaging more than $1,000 a day since I renewed last time. And I can tell you guys how much I've made here so far. So that's 25.25 Bitcoin. How much is that since February, to tell the truth? 25.25. So I made, guys, in a short of 22 days, $28,595 with 88 cents, guys. That's exactly how I made it. Let me tell you, this is growing exponentially. There is no way to stop it. People are so happy and joyful. And why is this so exciting for people? Because it's duplicatable, simple. You know, there's other programs that join and you got to put in a hash, you got to do this, you got to jump in hoops. Man, they make it so difficult, like if you're pulling teeth out of someone, you know? Here, this is so simple that my grandmother, I will say this, that my grandmother or a 5-year-old kid can do it. If your grandmother and a 5-year-old can do it, this is it, guys. And this is why this company, in my opinion, is positioned to be one of the biggest Bitcoin company in the world. This has potential, guys. We can make millions at the end of this year. Now, what is the difference between the people that are going to make millions and pennies? Okay, what is the difference? It's a fear factor, guys. Like, I gotta confess to you, I was fearful. Why? Because from my past experiences, I didn't jump in with 2 feet in this company. But I could tell you right now, if I knew what I know now, I would have come in with, 4 Bitcoins with my eyes closed, no doubt, no fear, just trusting in the Lord and knowing that this is a great company. It is sustainable. Let me explain to you my theory and my upline theory and my upline theory, why this company is sustainable. Because every time we hit 100%, okay, that means every time we double, okay, I have to pay 4 Bitcoins to be able to renew. Now, that's optional, okay? If I didn't want to renew, that's okay, no problem. The only downside to that, guys, would be that if I'm building a team and I have a spillover of 485 Bitcoin, right? What that means is that I will flush my Bitcoins because I did not pay the renewal of the contract. So I definitely want to renew. And the moment I hit 50%, which was yesterday, I am not touching no more of my Bitcoins. Why? Because I need to accumulate them to have enough. So when this bar hits 100%, I'm paying again 4 Bitcoins. So look at this as a business perspective, like in the company perspective, okay? So money's coming in from new people. Money's coming in from the people that are building. Every time we hit 100%, out of my own 8 Bitcoins that I got. So 4 goes into renewing the contract. So now I get another opportunity to make another 8 Bitcoins, which 4 of those I use to renew again and again and again. Now my sponsor is happy because every time I renew, every 5, 6, 7 days I'm renewing, this is volume that is coming up to him and his pay leg. The same thing with my team. Every time they renew, I'm getting again another 4 Bitcoins, 4 Bitcoins, 4 Bitcoins, and that's going into my pay leg. So that means that creates a passive residual income. Let me ask you, if you're like my upline that are, not even 3 months into this, and they're making 8 Bitcoins a day. Well, profit really is 4 Bitcoins, but, let's put it in perspective. Will your life change if you're making $4,000 a day? I think so, very much, okay? And the best thing about this, guys, is that you don't just have one position. Once I hit 8 Bitcoins a day, guys, I'm working my other 2 positions because basically what I'm doing is building my first position, maxing it out. And once I do that, then I'll be focusing on other 2 positions and building those out to eventually have 3 positions minimum, hitting 8 Bitcoins a day. So that means I have a profit, guys, of 12,000 or even more, depending on the price of the Bitcoin daily. How will your life change if you're making $12,000 daily? I don't know about you, but for me, it would definitely bless me in many different ways. And that's why we're so excited. So you might say, well, why don't you show me the results? Because anybody can show you a back office. So basically what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to connect to my blockchain account. And I want you to, let's go to the statements real quick here. Statements, okay? Okay, so statements say that I have received today this amount here. Let me copy it. 1.34 in Bitcoin. Let me put it over here. So I've made today, guys, 1,526.93. So let's verify that in my wallet. And I'm going to transactions, okay? And you tell me if that matches the amount. Well, it's actually more, 1,540, because the price of the Bitcoin has actually gone up since I received the amount. So 1.34, right? Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, 1.34. Let me change it to Bitcoin. 1.34. That's exactly how much I got paid today, guys. And so this is why we're so excited, because results are here. There's nothing to dispute. There's the evidence. And if you guys have any questions, I'm more than welcome to. But I don't know if Kathy or John have any questions that I can respond. But I can tell you, the guys, this is the real deal. We're excited. We're bringing people left and right.
John, your speaker. Hello, hello.
Thank you very much. I see you're reading my buttons again. Well, that's plenty to talk about. That's quite an interesting show today. Anybody have any comments or questions they'd like to talk about?
I do, of course. You know that. I was so skeptical when I saw this. It's like, no, 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 I don't want to do another program, you know. And John's like, well, let's just try. No, no, I don't want another program. And, you know, so we got in. And we made, you know, $70 for a couple days. We started making money right away. And then the other day when we made, I think it was over $1,800, my jaw hit the floor. I don't think it's come back up yet. But everybody's making money in this. I'm going to pick on Nikki because you have a great story. Can you come on and talk for a second, Nikki?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I know
What would
you're
you like
having
me
a
to
good
talk
day.
about? Oh, my gosh. The day that I got a phone call from Miss Kathy about this, I had Skyped a friend of mine. I said, I need a plan because my previous endeavor crashed. I crashed and burned along with a couple before that. But I'm grateful because I had an opportunity to play with Bitcoin a little bit, so I was familiar with it to some degree. Anyway, so I joined February 12th. 4 days later was my first payday, which I posted on Facebook today. And it was 4 days after that that I maxed out my Spartacus 2 plan. And I was shocked. So I maxed it out. Hang on just a minute. I got to get the door for my roommate. Sorry.
Jim Ram, I'm going to pick on you next. I saw you had some comments today. Jim Ram, where are you?
Just had to unmute myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I signed up last Friday as Spartacus 5, and every other day, you know, I'm getting paid every day, but every other day there's a deposit in my blockchain wallet, and in a week and 2 days, I have made $312, I think, already. And things are cruising right along. I'll probably be able to upgrade to Spartacus 6 in the next couple of days if all goes well.
So you're not at all excited about this program, huh?
No, this is just kind of boring. Are you kidding me? This is awesome. This thing is cooking like nothing I've ever seen, and the best part is everybody makes money at it.
And that's just it. It's a win-win situation. I mean, if somebody wants to come in here and never show this to anybody, they're still making money. So.
Oh yeah, but you can't but help talk to people about it once you see your blockchain filling up.
I know, right?
Yep.
Just it is. It's too exciting. Did we get Nikki back or?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. Yeah, so day before yesterday, well, I knew I was close. I was at 50, I think 53% of my contract. And then it was 80, 83, and yesterday I had to renew. Oh God, it was, I don't know, when you see that 100%, it's just mind-boggling because it was like 3 days. And already overnight, I was at 70-some%, and I'm freaking out going, okay, I want to upgrade. I don't have enough Bitcoin. I'm not going out and buying more Bitcoin. I'm using what I'm earning. And so I went, today when I got paid, my math is so pitiful, I miscalculated. I'm still thinking I don't have enough. And lo and behold, I had enough to, I upgraded to Spartacus 3 today.
Right, all right. And then did you have some Bitcoin left over?
Yes, I have some left over. Just a little bit, but yeah. But you know, like I know that John pointed out too, this is so easy. It's so much fun to talk to everybody. It's so much fun to bring somebody in knowing that it's not going to take hours to get them signed up. And there's not a lot of work to do other than just talking to people.
That's it, and you can just
give
anybody your link, and they can just join you. It's
oh, you know what? And it's also happening from my YouTube channel too, that people are joining me. So it's
That's
like,
awesome.
whoa, yeah, what a shock.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So any questions? Does anybody have any questions?
Anybody want to loan me enough Bitcoin to go to Spartacus 7? Just kidding. No, I'm really enjoying the journey. This is fun.
Yes, it is. This I just can't say enough about it. And I know I use the word excited too much, but this is really freaking exciting.
God, when you see that 100% show up, you said it too, your jaw drops. I mean, I just kept staring at it like, you know, my brain had to catch up for a minute. Wow, that was quick. That was like, you know, in a day. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to add something
John,
here. if I can.
okay. And then we have a question in the chat. Go
One
ahead.
of the when people look at this stuff, guys, I've got a lot of experience in the financial world, and you know, this is an incredible program, yes, and we're able to generate lots of dollars. I want you to understand that the dollars are not the thing that values stuff. It's the coin itself that values. If we're talking about getting 8 Bitcoin, if those are doubling $8 every day, it wouldn't be very much, would it? When you look at the number that we're doubling, it's 1, 4 to 8. That's not a very big stretch to do. But what we're doing is we're dealing in an instrument that has value with it. And that value is being demanded by 7 billion people around the world. Most of them don't even know they're going to demand it, but they're going to need to get it. So right now, while there are wild fluctuations in the value of the Bitcoin, we're still, when you get down to it, we're only dealing with small numbers, you know, 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 and you get to 8, you're doubling it. So it's not that big a stretch to understand you can do this. Why is because of the wild swings involved in prices. That's where people get rich. I'm one of the richest guys I know that got this way was George Soros. He made his entire fortune on trading currencies. You just happen to be here at a moment in time when there's going to be a big switch occur. And at the beginning, remember, this coin was only a dime. It was even less than that. They were giving the doggone things away when they first started. You're able to acquire this now before the big rush hits. It's just coming.
Yeah.
That period of panic where people suddenly demand getting a Bitcoin, where everybody realizes that if they don't have it, they're going to be left out in the cold, hasn't hit yet.
Yeah, we are finally in the right place at the right time, guys. This one is for real. It's working. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited. We have a question. What debit card can we get to use the Bitcoin? There are many out there. I know a lot of people use, what is it, BitPay and Uphold and Coinbase.
BitPay on the U.S., but there's, yeah, like you said, there's a ton of them. There's
Just Google it.
Yeah, Google your area, see, you know, or your country, and see what the cards are.
Yeah, and there's also BTM ATM machines all over the place. Just Google that for a BTM machine near you, and you can actually go to one of those machines I didn't know existed before a few weeks ago, and they're everywhere. It's amazing. They're not in my area because I live in BFE, but they're everywhere.
Well, let's put it on the line here. You're in flyover country.
James Norris, I see you're unmuted. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, BitPay is really a good instrument for use in the U.S. I don't know about other countries, but I have one, and I've used it quite a bit. It works really well. I mean, you just get whatever you want out of the blockchain, and you can spend from that card. You don't have to take it to another account. You spend right from the BitPay card.
Yeah, and I know Uphold and Coinbase and some others, but just Google them. They're everywhere. So you can go to any place and you know, convert your Bitcoin into whatever currency you're in whatever part of the world, which is very easy, just like using an ATM card, you know, slide away. Okay, we've been here almost over an hour. Does anybody have any questions?
I have one last thing I'd like to talk about.
Great.
And that is in the area of, is this a scam? Well, when you know, listen, they're limiting the amount of money you can put here. And all of the earnings come directly to you. You're in control at all times. What's your level of risk of loss here? Well, if the company closed tomorrow, is it going to have any effect on all of the money that's sitting in your personal account? No. The most possible amount you could possibly have at risk of potential loss might be the amount that the company was currently working on to double. But if you're doubling every single day, that's not much of a great risk at all. And you can do that. That's the power of this system, and that's where you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to sit there on point 1 and point 2 and point 3 all the time. You're supposed to get to the point where you can actually change from 4 to 8. The companies that are scammy tend to want all your money. They tend to invent ways to get your money. They make you jump through lots of different hoops and gotchas. You don't have any of that here. It's very straightforward. You can put in a limited amount of money, and all the money and earnings come right back to you. So you begin return of your principal immediately. Okay?
And may I make one more point on that? Because those are great. I just love this. There's no fees. We get paid. They borrow our Bitcoin, they trade it, and we benefit. I mean, it's a win-win situation. It's a great relationship.
Yeah, they're making quite a bit more than they're paying us, and I'm very happy they are. I hope they make 10 times more than they're paying us, because it doesn't matter. I'm very happy with what we're getting here because it helps us and it gets us in a position to approach the financial future with some real hope in our hands. And listen, it's kind of like we're at the point where this all occurred at one time. The invention of the railroad, the invention of electricity, the invention of radio, and the invention of oil-powered vehicles. We're in a situation right now that's even greater than that. The impact on our society is going to be even bigger. You've got to get your head around what you got here. Don't
it
waste.
Really doesn't get any better than this. I'm just astonished every day. But we have a lot of guests here, so whoever invited you here tonight, get back to them. Fly to get back with them. You don't want to miss another minute. Bitcoin's going up and up. Get it while it's affordable. And like William said, he will be here in the same room tomorrow at noon. Come back, bring your guests. We will do another presentation at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in the same room.
Now be here live. We do these things live unless somebody can't make it for some reason. They're always different. We're just never the same. Talk about the basic same stuff, but it's not. I don't think it's boring. I mean,
and this is growing so fast that's why we're doing 3 presentations a day, Monday through Friday, 2 English ones in the day, and Humberto does one in Spanish at night. He will not be able to do the Spanish presentation this evening, but Antonio Casas is doing well, it might be too late for his now, but we do them 3 times a day. So come back, bring your people, and start making some money. Start making some good Bitcoin.
If you're not plugged into the WhatsApp GLADIACOIN room, you got to get with your upline and make sure they get you plugged into that so that you're receiving all of the results that are going on.
Oh
we
my
have
gosh,
an English
it's
only
amazing.
and a Spanish only. And come on, you Anglos, you're lagging, man. These Spanish guys are beating you. You got to get moving.
Hey, I gotta go. I've got someone who needs to talk to me like right now. So
Okay,
she
well,
was
we're
on
done.
the webinar. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Love you.
All
Bye,
right,
everybody.
We'll see everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye, Humberto.
Bye, Humberto.
Bye, Nikki. Bye, John. Bye, Kathy. Bye, everybody.
Hey, Humberto, are you excited about this at all?
Oh my goodness, I can do it. Woo! I can do it. I can do it. Getting paid every single day. It's just amazing. I'm helping my friend and listening to you guys. But oh my goodness, my friend is going cuckoo too. And like, oh my God, it's real. Yes, we got paid. We got a text message and this and that, and directly to a blockchain every single day, and every day is getting stronger and stronger. And we've been working with beautiful people, and we're gonna make this happen. And we are already doing it every single day. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, we are. You got your cheering section right there. He's probably saying, Daddy, let's go to Walt Disney World, huh?
Oh, yeah. Now I can go to Disney every day. 1,000 a day, surely. Woo!
That's it. All right.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Take
Bye.
care. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Good night.